5 verses. Sing out the pious at your sacrifices, to move with adorations, earth and heaven. The holy singers whose unmatched devotions, like a tree's branches, part in all directions. Let sacrifice proceed like some fleet courser. With one accord lift ye on high the ladles. Strew sacred grass meet for the solemn service. Bright flames that love the gods have mounted upward. Like babes in arms reposing on their mother, let the gods sit upon the grass's summit. Let general fire make bright the flame of worship. Scorn us not, Agni in the gods' assembly. Gladly the gods have let themselves be honored, milking the copious streams of holy order. The highest might today is yours. The Vasus come, ye, as many as ye are, one-minded. So Agni, send us wealth among the people. May we be closely knit to thee, O Victor, unharmed and rich, and taking joy together, preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. And the sympathetic or contagious magic aspect is central. And by magic, I mean the art and science of religion, or the intentional change of consciousness, are trying to cause other changes. I don't mean necessarily some of the Western implications of the term as something negative or evil or whatever. We do have the aspect of divinity itself and the beings on its side giving an opportunity for there to be something to be spoken of well by others. Hymn 744, Dev Ikras, 5 verses. I call on the Vikras, the first to give you aid, the Asvins, Banga, Dawn, and Agni kindled well, Indra and Vishnu, Pushan, Brahmanaspati, Adityas, heaven and earth, the water and the light. When rising to the sacrifice, we hasten, awakening the Vikras with adorations. Seating on sacred grass, the goddess Illa, let us invoke the sage swift-hearing Asvins. While I am thus arousing the Dikravan, I speak to Agni, earth and dawn, and Surya, the red, the brown of Varuna, ever mindful. May they ward off from us all grief and trouble. Foremost is the Dikravan, vigorous courser, in the forefront of the cars. His way he knoweth, closely allied with Surya, and with morning, Adityas and Angirasas and Vasus. May the Vikras prepare the way we travel, that we may pass along the path of order. May Agni bear us, and the heavenly army hear us, almighty ones, whom none deceiveth. And the beings, the light beings, are perfect, so the lie does not reach unto them. Hymn 745, Savitar, 4 verses. May the god Savitar, rich in goodly treasures, filling the region, borne by steeds, come hither, in his hand holding much that makes men happy, lulling to slumber and arousing creatures, golden, sublime, and easy in their motion, his arm extend unto the bounds of heaven. Now shall that mightiness of his he lauded, even Surya, yields to him in active vigor. May this god Savitar, the strong and mighty, the Lord of precious wealth, vouchsafe us treasures. May he, advancing his far-spreading luster, bestow on us the food that feedeth mortals. These songs praise Savitar, whose tongue is pleasant, praise him whose arms are full, whose hands are lovely. High vital strength and manifold may he grant us, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And as much as we can be charitable and all that other stuff, it is important to consider more in terms of our preservation, our preparedness. Hymn 746, Rudra, 4 verses. To Rudra bring these songs, whose bow is firm and strong, the self-dependent god with swiftly flying shafts, the wise, the conqueror, whom none may overcome, armed with sharp-pointed weapons. May he hear our call. He, through his lordship, thinks on beings of the earth, on heavenly beings, through his high imperial sway. Come willingly to our doors that gladly welcome thee, and heal all sickness, Rudra, in our families. May thy bright arrow, which, shot down by thee from heaven, flieth upon the earth, pass us uninjured by. Thou very gracious God, hast thousand medicines, inflict no evil on our sons or progeny. Slay us not, nor abandon us, O Rudra. Let not thy noose, when thou art angry, seize us. Give us trimmed grass and fame among the living. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, permissible medicine use, or medicine that's, never of effects or whatever, or at least predictable effects, that would be unlawful, is available in all sorts of fields. Everything, the only thing that doesn't have a cure is death. Of course, spiritually, you don't have to ever die. Hymn 747, Waters, 4 verses. May we obtain this day from you, O waters, that wave of pure refreshment, which the pious made Ertz the special beverage of Indra, bright, stainless, rich in sweets and dropping fatness. May the flood's offspring, he whose course is rapid, protect that wave most rich in sweets, O waters, that shall make Indra and the Vasus joyful. This may we gain from you today, we pious, all purifying, joying in their nature. To paths of gods, the goddesses move onward. May never violate the laws of Indra. Present the oil-rich offering to the rivers, whom Surya with his bright beams hath attracted, and Indra dug the path for them to travel. May these streams give us ample room and freedom. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And of all the elementals, as much as the focus here is on fire, in the Rigveda, water is probably the most important one. But I guess part of it is it goes without saying, right? Hymn 748, Rebus, 4 verses. Ye liberal heroes, Vajas and Urabukshans, come and delight you with our flowing soma. May your strength, Vibhus, as ye come to meet us, turn hitherward your car that brings men profit. May we, as Urabu, with your Urabus, conquer strength, and with our strength, as Vibhus, with the Vibhus, may Vaja aid us in the fight for booty, and held by Indra, may we quell the foemen, for they rule many tribes with high dominion, and conquer all their foes in close encounter. May Indra, Vibhan, Vaja, and Rabukshan destroy by turns the wicked foeman's valor. Now, deities, give us ample room and freedom. Be all of you one-minded, our protection. So let the Vasus grant us strength and vigor. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And one of the things is that about path working is that some aspects of the path working will accomplish things in the area that you are focusing on in ways that you figure, oh, maybe I can skip it, but it can surprise you because there's different entities involved in all this, right? $7.49 waters, 4 verses. Oh, but likewise, we should be willing to work together and take turns to accomplish things. Forth from the middle of the flood, the waters, their chief the sea, flow cleansing, never sleeping. Indra, the bull, the thunderer, dug their channels. Here let those waters, goddesses, protect me. Waters which come from heaven are those that wander, dug from the earth, are flowing free by nature, bright, purifying, speeding to the ocean. Here let those waters, goddesses, protect me. Those amid whom goes Varuna, the sovereign, he who discriminates men's truth and falsehood, distilling meath, the bright, the purifying. Here let those waters, goddesses, protect me, they from whom Varuna, the king, and Soma, and all the deities drink strength and vigor. They, into whom the Esthenar Agni entered. Here let those waters, goddesses, protect me. And, well, waters is a thing of discrimination. Well, we have discrimination concerning water, right? But of course, when you see water flow over things and through things, you see distinctions in those things brought out. Hymn 750, various deities, and by deity, 4 verses, and by deities, of course, I don't mean that I am worshiping everything here. I'm reading things how they are. But people worship all sorts of things. So in English, when we say gods and stuff like this, we probably need to be more specific. O Mitra Varuna, guard and protect me here. Let not that come to me which nests within and spells. I drive afar the scorpion, hateful to the sight. Let not the winding worm touch me and wound my foot. Eruption that appears upon the twofold joints, and that which overspreads the ankles and the knees. May the refulgent Agni banish far away. Let not the winding worm touch me and wound my foot. The poison that is formed upon the salmala, that which is found in streams, that which the plants produce, all this may all the gods banish and drive away. Let not the winding worm touch me and wound my foot. The steep declivities, the valleys, and the heights, the channels full of water, and the waterless, may those who swell with water, gracious goddesses, never afflict us with the Sapata disease. May all the rivers keep us free from Samhita. I don't know what Samhita or Sapata means. Some people are like land. Well, I mean, everybody's like land if you have the right metaphor right. Some land holds water. It doesn't really produce anything, but it holds water, so, the animals, and by animals I mean even insects and stuff too, and plants and stuff maybe the animals can benefit from it. Some land produces and it holds water. Some land just produces, and some land doesn't produce or hold water. Hymn 751, Adityas. 3 verses. Through the Adityas' most auspicious shelter, through their most regent succor, may we conquer. May they, the mighty, giving ear, establish the sacrifice to make us free and sinless. Let Aditya rejoice, and the Adityas, Varuna, Mitra, Aryaman, most righteous. May they, the guardians of the world, protect us, and to show favor, drink this day our soma. All universal deities, the Marutas, all the Adityas, yea, and all the Ripus, Indra and Agni, and the Asins, lauded. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, one of the things about that is that, see, we do identify with the side that we're on, but not in a vicarious way, because, see, we're striving to be sinless. We're bringing our offerings. So, we're just identifying with something greater. So, what that would be, left-hand path focused, right? Hymn 752, Adityas. May we be free from every bond, Adityas, a castle among gods and men, ye Vasus, winning may we win Varuna and Mitra, and being may we be, O earth and heaven, may Varuna and Mitra grant this blessing. Our guardians, shelter to our seed and offspring, let us not suffer for another's trespass, nor do the thing that ye, O Vasus, punish. The ever-prompt Angarasas, imploring riches from Savitar the god, obtain them. So may our Father, who is great and holy, and all the gods accordant grant this favor. One of the things I like to say before going to sleep is, I like to pray that one isn't burdened beyond what one can bear. And, of course, the implication that as far as what one is unable to make the right decision of, well, one's not given the decision. Hymn 7.53, Heaven and Earth. 3 verses. As priest, with solemn rites and adorations, I worship heaven and earth, the high and holy. To them, great parents of the gods, have sages of ancient times, singing, assigned precedents, with newest hymns set in the seat of order. Those, the two parents, born before all others, come heaven and earth with the celestial people. Hither to us, for strong is your protection. Ye, heaven and earth, ye hold in your possession full many a treasure for the liberal giver. Grant us that wealth which comes in free abundance. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Well, if there's above and below, then there's something in between, right? And it's important to trace out sources. So what produced and what created what produced, and then if you follow that back to the original creator, then hymn 754, Vestoshpata, 3 verses. Acknowledge us, O guardian of the homestead, bring no disease, and give us happy entrance. Whatever we ask of thee, be pleased to grant it, and prosper thou, quadrupeds and bipeds, protector of the home, be our promoter, increase our wealth in kine and steeds. O Indu, may we be ever youthful in thy friendship, be pleased in us as in his sons a father, through thy dear fellowship that bringeth welfare. May we be victors, guardian of the dwelling. Protect our happiness in rest and labor. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And what's ultimately good for the humans will be a relationship with the animal world that is good too. Hymn 755, Vestoshpate, 8 verses. But Toshpate, who killest all disease, and wearest every form, be an auspicious friend to us. When, O bright son of Srama, thou showest tawny-hued thy teeth, they gleam like lances' points within thy mouth. When thou wouldest bite, go thou to deep. Srama's son, retrace thy way, bark at the robber and the thief. At Indra's singers barkest thou, why dost thou seek to terrify us? Go to sleep. Be on thy guard against the boar, and let the boar beware of thee. At Indra's singers barkest thou, why dost thou seek to terrify us? Go to sleep. Sleep, mother, let the father sleep. Sleep, dog and master of the house. Let all the kinsmen sleep. Sleep all the people who are round about. The man who sits, the man who walks, and whosoever looks on us. Of these we closely shut the eyes, even as we closely shut this house. The bull who hath 1,000 horns, who rises up from out the sea, by him the strong and mighty one, we lull and make the people sleep. The women sleeping in the court, lying without, are stretched on beds, the matrons with their odorous sweets. These, one and all, we lull to sleep. And, well, there is the modes of the material nature that is inhabited, and we probably should be aware of dangers and stuff of it. But, well, sleep is one of the more important things, and this ode to sleep basically is, because as much as people think, oh, you don't need so much sleep, and it's like, yeah, people need different amounts of sleep. Some are perfect at 2 hours, some at 9, some at 10. More than that, there's probably a problem that needs to be addressed, but hymn 756, Marutas, 25 verses. Who are these radiant men in serried rank, Rudra's young heroes, born by noble steeds? Verily, no one knoweth whence they sprang. They and they only know each other's birth. They strew each other with their blasts. These hawks, they strove together, roaring like the wind. A sage was he who knew these mysteries. What in her utter might depress what in her utter mighty person it bore, ever victorious through the Marutas, be this band of heroes, nursing manly strength, most bright in splendor, fleetest on their way, close knit to glory, strong with varied power. Yea, mighty is your power and firm your strength, so potent with the Marutas be the band. Bright is your spirit, wrathful are your minds. Your bold troops, minstrel, is like one inspired. Ever avert your blazing shaft from us, and let not your displeasure reach us here. Your dear names, conquering Marutas, we invoke, calling aloud till we are satisfied. Well armed, impetuous in their haste, they deck themselves, their forms, with oblations to you, the pure ornaments made of gold. Pure Marutas, pure yourselves are your oblations. To you, the pure sacrifice I offer. By law they came to truth, the law's observers, bright by their birth, and pure and sanctifying. Your rings, O Marutas, rest upon your shoulders, and chains of gold are twined upon your bosoms. Gleaming with drops of rain, like lightning flashes, after your wont ye whirl about your weapons, wide in the depths of air. Spread forth your glories, far most adorable. Ye bear your titles, Marutas, accept this thousandfold allotment of household sacrifice and household treasure. If Marutas ye regard, the praise recited here at this mighty singer invocation, vouchsafe us quickly wealth with noble heroes, wealth which no man who hateth us may injure. The Marutas, fleet as coursers, while they deck them like youths, spectators of a festal meeting, linger like beauteous colts about the dwelling, like frisking calves, these who pour down the water. So may the Marutas help us and be gracious, bringing free room to lovely earth and heaven. Far be your bolt that slayeth men and cattle. Ye Vasus, turn yourselves to us with blessings. The priest, when seated, loudly calls you Marutas, praising in song your universal bounty. He bulls who hath so much in his possession, free from duplicity, with hymns invokes you. These Marutas bring the swift man to a standstill, and strength with mightier strength they break and humble. These guard the singer from the man who hates him, and lay their sore displeasure on the wicked. These Marutas rouse even the poor and needy. The Vasus love him as an active champion. Drive to a distance, O ye bulls, the darkness. Give us full store of children and descendants. Never, O Marutas, may we lose your bounty. Nar, car-born lords, be hindmost when ye deal it. Give us a share in that delightful treasure. The genuine wealth that bulls is your possession. What time the men in fury rush together for running streams, for pastures, and for houses, then, O ye Marutas, who spring from Rudra, be our protectors in the strife with foemen. Full many a deed ye did for our forefathers, worthy of lauds, which, even of old, they sang you. The strong man with the Marutas wins in battle. The charger with the Marutas gangs the booty. Ours, O ye Marutas, be the vigorous hero. the Lord divine of men, the strong sustainer, with whom to fair lands we may cross the waters and dwell in our own home with you beside us. May Indra, Mitra, Varuna, and Agni, waters and plants and trees accept our praises. May we find shelter in the Marut's bosom. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. So, one of the things about hating people is, well, and being enemies to people, if that's what you're choosing to do, it might afflict you more than it afflicts others, or at the very least, it may afflict you. Hymn 7.57, Marutas, 7 verses. Yea, through the power of your sweet juice, ye holy, the Marut host is glad at sacrifices. They cause even spacious heaven and earth to tremble. They make the spring flow when they come, the mighty. The Marutas watch the man who sings their praises, promoters of the thoughts of him who worships. Seat you on sacred grass in our assembly, this day with friendly minds to share the banquet. No others gleam so brightly as these Marutas with their own forms, their golden gods, their weapons. With all adornments, decking earth and heaven, they heighten, for bright show, their common splendor. Far from us be your blazing dart, O Marutas, when we, through human frailty, sin against you. Let us not be exposed to that, ye holy. May your most loving favor still attend us. May even what we have done delight the Marutas, the blameless ones, the bright, the purifying. Further us, O ye holy, with your kindness. Advance us mightily, that we may prosper, and may the Marutas, praised by all their titles, heroes, enjoy the taste of our oblations. Give us of Amrita for the sake of offspring. Awake the excellent, fair store of riches. Hither, ye Marutas, praised with all your succors, with all felicity, come to our princes, who of themselves 100-fold increase us. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And we make mistakes, but let us identify with where we did not make mistakes. Hymn 758, Marutas, 6 verses. Sing to the troop that pours down rain in common, the mighty company of celestial nature. They make the world halves tremble with their greatness. From depths of earth and sky they reach to heaven. Yea, your birth, Marutas, was with wild commotion. Ye who move swiftly, fierce in wrath, terrific. Ye all surpassing in your might and vigor, each looker on the light fears at your coming. Give ample vital power unto our princes. Let our fair praises gratify the Marutas. As the way traveled helpeth people onward, so further us with your delightful succors. Your favored singer counts his wealth by hundreds. The strong steed whom ye favor wins 1,000. The sovereign whom ye aid destroys the foeman. May this your gift, ye Shakers, be distinguished. I call as such the sons of bounteous Rudra. Will not the Marutas turn again to usward? What secret sin or open stirs their anger, that we implore the swift ones to forgive us? This eulogy of the bounteous hath been spoken, except ye Marutas. This our hymn of praise is, ye bulls, keep those who hate us at a distance. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And we don't want to be distinguished just for fame. We want to be distinguished because of excellency. Hymn 759, Marutas, 12 verses. Whomso ye rescue here and there, whomso you guide, O deities, to him give shelter, Agni, Mitra, Varuna, ye Marutas, and thou Aryaman. Through your kind favor, gods, on some auspicious day, the worshipper subdues his foes. That man increases home and strengthening ample food, who brings you offerings as ye list. Vashishta will not overlook the lowliest one among you all. O Marutas, of our soma juice infused today, drink all of you with eager haste. Your succor in the battle injures not the man to whom ye, heroes, grant your gifts. May your most recent favor turn to us again. Come quickly, ye who fain would drink. Come hitherward to drink the juice, O ye whose bounties give you joy. These offerings are for you, these, Marutas, I present. Go not to any place but this. Sit on our sacred grass, be graciously inclined to give the wealth for which we long. To take delight, ye Marutas, friends of all, with Savaha in sweet soma juice. Decking the beauty of their forms in secret, the swans with purple backs have flown down hither. Around me all the company hath settled, like joyous heroes, glad in our libation. Marutas, the man whose wrath is hard to master, he who would slay us ere we think. O Vasus, may he be tangled in the toils of mischief, smite ye him down with your most flaming weapon. O Marutas, ye consuming gods, enjoy this offering brought for you, to help us, ye who slay the foe. Sharers of household sacrifice come, Marutas, stay not far away, that ye may help us, O bounteous ones. Here, self-strong Marutas, yea, even here, ye sages with your sun-bright skins, I dedicate your sacrifice. Triambaka we worship, sweet augmenter of prosperity. As from its stem the cucumber, so may I be released from death, not reft of immortality. Interesting ending with a plant metaphor. And that's why our use of plants, food-wise and otherwise, it serves as something important that we can use ritually and take lesson from in the rest of our lives.